President Trump could reach a breakthrough trade deal with China in coming weeks. The two sides are said to be getting closer to an agreement that would end the standoff that has kept much of the world economy on edge. Correspondent Kevin Corke is at the White House tonight with specifics, what we know, what we don't. Good evening, Kevin.
Evening, Brett. Increasingly optimistic White House officials tell Fox News that the talks with China, frankly, are making progress. But they also caution there are still some issues that remain that could impact both the pace and the timing of a resolution.
I'm dealing with China right now on a very big trade deal, as you probably have heard. Some of you are a little bit involved.
While he was busy welcoming athletes and states' attorneys general to the White House today, President Trump's top economist was welcoming a noticeable improvement in trade talks with China.
Those folks are working really, really hard to deliver a deal that's, way north of 100 pages now, filled with lots of nuances and details. And I think everybody's hopeful, as the markets are, that this is going to get to the finish line sometime soon.
Soon could mean an end-of-March meeting at Mar-a-Lago with Chinese President Xi Jinping. And while no date has been cemented, the president has instructed his trade representative to inform the Federal Register tomorrow of his intention to keep tariffs on $200 billion worth of Chinese goods at 10% until further notice. Despite positive movement in the talks, gaps remain, including major differences in how China levies fees on U.S. exports of natural gas, autos, and ag products, the latter of which is subject to a whopping 70% tariff. On Twitter, the president said he'd asked China to remove those levies since he didn't increase tariffs to 25% on March 1st. But amid the progress, there's still healthy skepticism.
We want a verifiable agreement that will have massive retaliation if they don't live up to their deal, because every promise China has ever made, they violated. They've never lived up to any of this. We've been talking with them for 30 years.
On Capitol Hill, the president is facing a potential revolt among Senate Republicans over his decision to declare a national emergency over his long-promised border wall. Kentucky's Rand Paul is the latest to break ranks, saying he'll support a measure to restrict the president's use of executive power, a move that will force President Trump to use his veto pen for the very first time.
I will vote for the motion to disapprove of this, and I will continue to speak out. I do believe that there is at least 10 Republican no votes. We'll see, possibly more.
Brett, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell will likely bring a vote on that resolution to the floor probably before the 15th of March recess. We're told by our chat program it'll likely happen on the 14th. Now, Democrats could try to override a possible veto, but to get that done, they need 67 votes. And our sources tell us they don't have anywhere near that many right now, Brett.
Kevin Corke live on the North Lawn. Kevin, thanks.